Bumpin' Oldies here, bringing you a little One Piece theory discussion about Fujitora and his abilities. Have you ever noticed that every time Fujitora uses his Devil Fruit ability, that he has to touch his sword? Doesn't that seem kind of interesting to you? I know a lot of people think that his sword might have actually ate a Devil Fruit, like Vegapunk had his sword eat a Devil Fruit, which I think is a possibility for sure. But I also think that some of the stuff that he does might be through swordsmanship. And let me explain what I'm saying by that. How come? Okay, Zoro's 9 sword style. It's honestly pretty unexplainable. And I know it can be like an awakened Haki or like Haki aura, but like I don't know. And when you start to think about the cursed blades and like there has to be a reason besides just durability that certain swords are tiered above others, because like if I had a shovel and I put hockey on it, it's not gonna break. So like you could take a regular sword and just put hockey on it. You wouldn't need a cursed blade. And they feel the cursed energy coming out of it. Like also Fujitora's blindness. This is kind of different, maybe the same. Fujitora's blindness, which is just really like, I know he cut his eyes and stuff, but like, does no one draw the correlation between Fujitora's eyes and Zoro's eyes? Like the fact that after Zoro trained with Mihawk, he has that eye, and I mean, a lot of people think it's an ability or it's aesthetic, but like, can we assume that it's like that is a way to achieve like just another level, like a super powerful level of observation hockey? Because both of Fujitora's eyes look like Zoro's eye. It's just, I think there's something there. You know what I'm saying? And like they've waited so long to show Mihawk like his abilities, as far as like there's like a full out fight between Mihawk or Shanks. I'm just thinking like, especially now that we're in Wano country and like samurais are heavy, like the cursed blades. Even Luffy has a cursed blade at this point. I think that swordsmanship might have like a level of abilities as well, if that makes sense. Like a lot of, for example, Fujitora like brings meteors down from the sky and stuff with the gravity fruit and does a bunch of gravity based stuff. And he always says whatever the technique is, blade, and he touches his blade to use it. The purple rings he makes to control the asteroids and stuff. Like I think he has a devil fruit that covers part of his ability, but then I think also that his sword, like he might have the gravity fruit, but then maybe with his sword he's using the purple rings or vice versa. And a lot of people think, I saw spoilers about this a long time ago, that Zoro's gonna fight Jack with Jinbei and use his eyes gonna open and he's gonna use Shinra Tensei and just do just a bunch of gravity related shit. And like, so if let's say Zoro, like that is what his eye is, and then Fujitora also has gravity abilities. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think there's something there with like taking like a swordsman at a very high level may be able to take away the vision of his eye to add either abilities, whether they be gravity based or just an extremely high level of observation hockey. Just extremely high level. Like Zoro's eyes closed, but he might just have this crazy level of observation hockey that where he doesn't need like vision. He might never open it, but he might open it and then be able to use the gravity abilities. But the correlation between Zoro's eye and Fujitora's eyes, I don't think it's made enough. And I know Zoro's eyes not open. A lot of people think Zoro's eyes is gonna look like Mihawk's eyes, like the yellow type eyes, and they might. Like, I fuck with that, but I think Fujitora's, like, everybody just assumes that he has the gravity no me. Like, even the wiki says that in everything. And I mean, I'm a pretty avid One Piece reader. I know for a fact it's not confirmed. Like, it seems like everything's there to where that is what it is, but it is not 100% that. It's just, I've never seen another Devil Fruit user constantly have to use an inanimate object to use his power. And every time Fujitora does any type of gravity-based ability, he touches his sword. So either his sword had to evade a Devil Fruit, or it's just a high level of swordsmanship. So, and I know that this isn't like 100% true, but it's just something that I always think about. And I don't really see it talked about that much. So just keep that in mind, and comment down below if you kind of thought this before, if you think that this is whack and that I'm thinking too much into it. But just let me know your thoughts on this, and I'll try to have another video up soon. Bumping oldies out.